Your happily ever after is waiting for you in the Chrysler Pacifica and Pacifica Plug-in Hybrid. With available all-wheel drive, Pacifica helps handle adverse conditions like magic. And with a plug-in hybrid, it can help your range anxiety disappear. Make your drive even more enchanted in the Chrysler Pacifica. And watch Disney's Disenchanted, now streaming only on Disney Plus, rated PG. Disney Plus subscription required. Must be 18 plus to subscribe. EPA estimated 520-mile total range with a fully charged battery. Actual mileage may vary.
This is the Washington Times front page for Monday, March 25th, 2024. Thanks for starting your week with us. I'm George Gerbo. Recent polling shows Hispanic voters are turning away from President Biden, particularly in states where they play an outsized role in the electorate. In Nevada, Seth McLaughlin reports, President Biden leads former President Trump by just 2 percentage points, 42% to 40%, in a survey by the conservative American Principles Project group. In Arizona, the candidates are tied at 46%. Trump lost Hispanics in both states by roughly 25 percentage points in 2020. The president's approval rating among Hispanics nationwide dropped from 74% in 2021 to 32%, according to the Pew Research Center. It's not that Hispanics are eager for Trump, but that they don't like the way Biden's policies have affected their lives. House Oversight and Accountability Committee Chairman James Comer is pivoting away from plans to impeach President Biden, as Republicans don't appear to have the votes to do so. Susan Ferricchio and Mallory Wilson report Comer plans instead to send criminal referrals against the president and others to the Department of Justice. He claims referrals would provide greater accountability than impeachment, given the long odds for a conviction in the Senate. Biden has denied involvement in business deals. Democrats have condemned what they call a politically motivated sham inquiry and say it's turned up no evidence of wrongdoing by the president. The Border Patrol is now corralling illegal immigrants at the southern U.S. border, where agents are too overwhelmed to make arrests. Stephen Dinan reports the migrants gather at several spots in Southern California waiting for agents, but the Biden administration told a federal judge last week that they are free to leave whenever they want, meaning they can head back to Mexico or continue into the United States. Agents monitor the migrants, helping provide food and water and conducting crowd control. The Border Patrol insists that the migrants aren't in custody, which is why they are free to walk away from the scene. Conservative advocacy groups have flagged a bevy of earmarks for pet congressional causes in the government funding package that passed over the weekend. Valerie Richardson reports those groups are identifying earmarks specifically concerning diversity and gender causes. They highlighted $350,000 for the NAACP in Connecticut, $740,000 to increase diversity in state contracting in Maryland, and $2 million for La Clinica, an organ clinic that provides gender-affirming hormone therapy for adults and adolescents. One such entity had its funding eliminated, the U.S. House Office of Diversity and Inclusion, which will be dissolved and absorbed by another congressional office this week. And finally, Alex Schwer talks with Elizabeth Gillette, who suffered complications from using the abortion pill without medical supervision. The Supreme Court will hear arguments this week over the Food and Drug Administration's changes to the distribution of mifepristone, which is used to help terminate a pregnancy. The FDA moved in 2021 to eliminate the number of in-person doctor visits needed to obtain the drug and to allow it to be used longer into pregnancy from 7 weeks to 10 weeks. Find all of today's front page stories at WashingtonTimes.com/front page or on the Washington Times app, and find us wherever you get your podcast. Just search Washington Times in any major podcast app. You can also find us on social media at Wash Times for breaking news, sports, commentary, and more. For the Washington Times, I'm George Gerbo.